Down! Green team! Green team! Set! Hey!
Good evening, football fans, and welcome to 3 and Out right here on iSports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. What's going on, y'all? My football family! What's going on, everybody? I'll be ready to rock and roll, y'all, because we're bringing all the metal to your ears tonight. We're going to have ourselves some fun. We're talking football. We're talking the latest in the NFL. We're talking some shit, too. We're getting all into it tonight. We're going to have ourselves some fun, guys, because some teams are for real, for real. Some teams are for fake. Okay, let's just call it what it is. And some teams are like somewhere in this really odd purgatory middle type thing. It's kind of weird. But anyway, we got ourselves some fun, man. It's going to be a good show, man. Oh my goodness gracious. What is going on? What is going on with the Jaguars? Oh, it's just the Jaguars. Anyway, the Browns continue to brown. The Eagles, which is really weird, are, I'm not going to call it Eagling, but the Eagles are like the worst best, or like the worst good team. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know how to call it that, but they are really odd. They're kind of like the Colts. The Colts, I want to say that they're good, but I can't. You know what I mean? But the Eagles are definitely better than the Colts right now. Anyway, the Buccaneers beat the brakes off the Saints. I don't give a crap what y'all want to say. I'm just being real. The Saints did not, I repeat, did not let a comeback happen. Okay? I'm sorry. The Buccaneers did not let a comeback happen. Okay? They just kind of fell off. And then, well, they came back and just scored. So I'm just saying, Buccaneers fans, you should be very happy right now because they're looking pretty good. Saints fans, you should be, like, not really concerned because the Buccaneers are a good team. But I'll tell you right now, the freaking Bucs are here to play. The Saints are somewhere in a weird middle. Chargers handed to the Broncos. But was it a good victory for the Chargers? Every victory is good, right? But hear me out. The Chargers have some issues. The Raiders continue to Raider because, well, they suck. So anyway, all these things coming up. Did we just have the worst Sunday Night Football game ever? I don't know, but Monday night was pretty damn good. Ha! Good job, Bills. Jets suck. Anyway, with that said, welcome to 3 and Out. Let's do this thing, y'all. Big shout to our office sponsor, Planet Jerky, and Seal the Deal Wax Seals. A word from iSports Radio from yours truly. And we got ourselves almost football to get into today. I'll be ready to rock and roll, y'all, because here we come. You are not listening to 3 and Out right here on iSports Radio. Your direct feed for all that is sport.
Hi, eSports Radio fans. This show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, Single A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
Hey there, IE Sports Radio fans. Be sure to check out our sponsor, Seal the Deal Wax Seals by Cecilia B. You just finished your very own wedding or baby shower invitations and you're looking for that extra special touch? Maybe you just wrote a letter to a relative or a friend and you want to add to their smile when they receive it. Then seal the deal with Cecilia's handmade sealing wax stamps for your invitations, letters, and gifts. You bring the deal, we'll bring the seal. You can find them on Instagram at sealthedeal_wax stamps and on Facebook, Seal the Deal Wax Seals.
For the last 10 years, IE Sports Radio has been bringing you amazing content ranging from interviewing legendary athletes, coaches, and other authorized media personnel to building tailor-made shows dedicated to all major sports cities around the country. Make sure to follow us at IE Sports Radio on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube to keep up with the latest in sports and with all of our shows. Also, make sure to check out our daily updated website at iesportsradio.com. At iesportsradio.com, you can see our daily show schedule and check out all of our show pages with personal bios to learn a little bit more about each of our awesome hosts. In addition to our show pages, you can catch the IE Sports Radio blog, Hall of Fame, Fans of the Month page, and our merchandise shop, including t-shirts, tank tops, caps, long sleeves, hoodies, and more. For now over a decade here at IE Sports Radio, we've continued to be by the fans, for the fans, and we thank you all for your support and for making IE Sports Radio your direct feed for all that is sports. That's right, y'all. IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. That's who we are. That's what we do. That's how we do it. Nod your head. Feel it. Feel it. That's what I'm talking about. You got to have that West Coast beat because it's so fly, as Uncle Snoop would say, right? So, with that said, y'all, what's good? How's everyone doing once again, man? Welcome to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here, man. Week 6 is over. What in the hell just happened to the world, right? I mean, the name of this show, 3 and Out today, beatdowns and breakdowns, because, boy, we had some beat downs, and well, you don't really got to wait for me to say it because you already know who got beat down. And you got some breakdowns because, boy, there are some breakdowns this week, and I'm not talking about breaking down the film. I'm talking about teams that just said, you know what, I'm good for the season. I'm not even doing this no more. Like, we're good. I'm good. Like, this is it. So I don't know. Can they redeem themselves? We'll see. But big ups to everybody, man. Big ups. Shout out to our awesome sponsors, Planet Jerky, premium brisket beef jerky, the jerky on a whole of the planet. And, of course, my beautiful wife's company, the lovely Cecilia. Seal the Deal Wax Seals. She's awesome. She's making your stamps for all of your awesome invitations, party gifts, Christmas gifts coming on up, wedding invitations, all that awesome stuff. Making stamps for our very own Angela Winstead. She's getting married to Mr. Fred. They're the hosts of Tornado Takeover right here on IE Sports Radio. So make sure you follow us all over the place, man. Check us out right here all over the place. We are freaking everywhere. All the audio, Apple Podcasts, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Amazon /Music, Audible, whatever the hell they call that now. Castbox, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, GyroSave, and I don't even know what that is. But anyway, we're on there. Regardless, we're everywhere, y'all. We're everywhere. We are like a Visa card. We're everywhere you want to be. Am I too excited for that? I don't know. But I will tell you, I am excited for some football, man. You can follow this show at 3 and Out, all spelled out, IESR. You can follow me, your boy Larry B, at the THEE_LB53. Give us a follow. Show us some love. Jump in the chat. We got people over here everywhere in the chat room, all which ways, talking crap, having fun. Be a part of it, man. Come at me. It is what it is. You're not going to like some of the things I'm going to say today. You may love some of the things I'm going to say today. That's the best part. We're a community. That's what we're about, guys. We're a community. We love our sports. We can agree, disagree, but at the end of the day, we love our football, right? And that's what it's all about, guys. So let's have some fun. Let's get into it. Big ups to the chat room, man. We got, look at Mr. Adam Carnick in here flexing his muscles, talking about fear the NFC North. Do you guys fear the NFC North? I don't know, but Trevor Auer says here, God bless the AFC South. Those 4 teams are something to watch, man. You got a horrible, horrible bottom 3 and a top that is seriously 100% in their own command right now. We'll get into that division coming up, but man, that's fun. Bears, Lions, and Packers all opened up Kansas week. They did, and the Vikings would have opened up one too, but they were on a bye week, so And yeah, tornado takeover, home of the Oklahoma Sooners, who lost 34-3 to the Texas Longhorns. Hook 'em horns, right? Hook 'em horns. I mean, how do you guys do it? You're hook 'em horns. Yeah, they got down, man. So the horns played well. We'll be talking about that coming up on Friday. My boy, Taryn Rodriguez, and myself talking all things high school and college football on 3 and Outs, college edition. We're going to have some fun there. But we're talking pros today, man, that NFL. And, well, we're going to start things off. Let's get a quick little recap. Remember, I talked about this last week, so I'm not going to talk about it too much on Friday's show. But, yeah, 49ers beat the sense out of the Seahawks. This score was way worse. You heard all about it. I said the Seahawks have to man up, and that's all there is to it. The 49ers are doing things without big-time players. Guess what, guys? That's what happens. You say, hey, I got a set of nuts, and I can go out there and play ball. That's what it's about. That's what football is. I don't know. We're getting very soft nowadays in so many ways, but football that's getting soft too. But we're trying for it to not be soft. Regardless, this team came out and said, you know what? We need to play like a bunch of badasses. They did. Seahawks, you need to get it together. I'm just saying. So anyway, with that said, guys, we are on into this week, man. NFL London. What in the truck? Yeah. Wow. This was crazy. The Bears win a football game because the Bears aren't that good. Look, good job, Caleb. You're coming, bro. You're coming. They might be good one day. I don't know. You ain't picking them to be a winner yet. But they're okay, right? They got a victory. They're cool. The Jaguars, what the hell is wrong with you guys? I mean, you can't seem to do anything right. I mean, this team is like the epitome of suck right now. That's the Raiders. But the Jaguars are like next door to that. They're those neighbors that are trying to keep up with the Raiders. Like, oh, they lost. Oh, we got to lose too. Oh, they got blown out. We got to get blown out too. I don't know how that's competition. People like weird things, guys. There's weird fetishes out there, so maybe that's just the Jaguars thing. I don't know. But I'll tell you right now, this is a team that is destined to just fall apart every moment they can. Look, watching the Jaguars play is kind of like, it's like watching a really good friend of yours just do drugs and bad things and just get themselves locked up. And you're like, bro, like, come on. And they're like, I'm trying to do the right thing, but these bad things keep on following me. And you're like, you can just stop doing stupid things. And they're like, what? Like, I mean, I'm sorry, but I guess that's kind of what it's like. The Jaguars are just, they're very laughable. I'm sorry if I offended anybody out there who likes 1-5 teams. I'm a Raider fan, so you can't say anything that's going to make me upset because my team is the worst of all. But the Jaguars have this thing about them where it sucks because they're in a lot of the games that they're in, that they play in, but they just find a way to completely crap the bed. And it's kind of a bummer for their fans, man. They're a bunch of diehard people. They really love their team. But realistically, this team is just like, they're hard to watch because there's so much opportunity there. They don't really have a good team, but it's crazy because this team is actually in a lot of games. This week, they were not in this game. Okay. By halftime, this game was basically over. 14-3 at the half. It was just kind of bad. And they didn't look any better in the second half. They took that flight for nothing. I'm happy that they stayed over there in London to play another one this coming week because this team looked like 5 miles of bad road, man. The Jaguars look real bad. Now the Bears. Okay, look. They got it together. But once again, I mean, I had to tag our buddy. I had to tag our buddy over here, man, Mr. Adam Karnick, the host of Chi-Town Weekly here on iSports Radio on Monday nights, talking all things Chicago and Illinois sports. But yeah, I had to tag him and be like, you can't feel too good about this win. I know every win is good, but you beat a JV team. He had the funniest thing to say. He made my freaking day when he was like, yeah, but it's kind of, it's kind of nice to win a game when you're usually the JV team. I give him that because the Bears aren't that good. But you know what? They're trying, and they're trying damn hard. So you know what? You got to give them a pass here. The Bears played good football. I can't believe I just said that. But the Bears played pretty good football. Kmet went off. I mean, can we show them some love, man? This was huge for these guys. Swift almost got to the sanctuary mark. 17 carries, 91 yards, 1 TD. This team looked pretty good. But what makes me the maddest is Trevor Lawrence is actually the better quarterback in this game. Not saying that he was literally, but I'm saying like when it came to stats, he went 23 for 35, 234 yards, and 2 touchdowns. You know what's crazy? Caleb Williams didn't lead throwing in this thing. Like he wasn't the better quarterback, like yard for yard completions or anything like that, touchdowns. But it was funny because he wasn't even like the leading rusher in this game. He did good things. He's coming together, and they won a good football game. So you know what? Congratulations to those guys. Bears are 4-2 on the season. Jags are now 1-6. It's just disappointing. It's disappointing to the Jags fans. I'm sorry, guys. I hate ripping these guys, but they're 1-5. But really, the Titans are terrible, and they're right next to them, so they can pull themselves up a little bit. The Colts are the biggest pendulum in the NFL. 1 week they're like, "Hey, yeah, we're good." Next week, no, we're bad. They're just one or the other. And the Houston Texans, we all knew that the Texans were going to kick everyone's ass, right? We knew that already. So it's basically who's fighting for second place. And in the NFC North, well, yeah, you have the bottom, which is Chicago, but the bottom is 4-2. That's okay. Hey, right? And the top is 5-0. Hey, yeah, 5-1, 4-1, 4-2, 4-2. Minnesota, Detroit, Green Bay, Chicago. You know what? Let's go. NFC North, man. Yeah. I gotta give a shout out to my boy here. Yes, this was the flag football play. That was pretty funny, man. The commentators were having a ball with this one, weren't they? Kmet, yes, became the emergency long snapper in the second quarter and didn't touch any of his 6 snaps. You know what's crazy? I mean, crazy. This dude caught his own snap. I mean, this guy's amazing. I love how this dude, he's such a good player, right? And I love the fact that, there's a good question here. Do you have any feel for a contender and who's a pretender? Oh, my gosh. I'll piss everybody off with my list of pretenders and contenders. We can get through that if you'd like. Here's 2 pretenders right here. I'm sorry, Adam. Look, the Bears, maybe not this year. Watch them shock everybody. Make me look stupid. That's fine. I'm cool with that. I've been doing the show for 10 years now at times, but I've also looked pretty good sometimes. I don't know. It's just we're talking, right? We're loving it. We're loving it for the love of the game. But as of right now, I don't know. The Bears are in a weird spot. I want to call them pretenders, but I don't know. They might come out of nowhere. And the Jags aren't even pretenders. They're just bad. So there you go. So anyway, Bears defeat the Jags 35-16. And just, they looked horrible. Good old Jags. Anyway, next up, man, this was a pretty good game. The Ravens and Commanders. This was a game that I absolutely loved. From start to finish, I loved this freaking game because this was a team that we didn't expect to be any good, right? The Commanders were a team that you were kind of like laughing at to start the season, right? They weren't good, and we don't know how Daniels is going to look, and well, guess what? They look pretty damn good. Daniels, this guy threw for 269 yards, 2 touchdowns, man. I mean, pretty good, right? I love how Lamar Jackson, look, man, Lamar Jackson is the real deal. You know it. We know it. I know it. Yeah, they're 4-2 is what it is. Yeah, they lost to the Raiders. Yeah, regardless, this team is still strong. That defense is still nasty. Derrick Henry, I mean, this dude, they have activated him. I mean, it's not like he wasn't there before, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like they found ways to unleash this beast, and stopping this offense is kind of hard right now. The Commanders, though, had a pretty damn good plan for these guys on defense. I like how they played a lot of cover, too. They kept everything underneath. They really cheated up a lot and knew that run was coming, and damn it, it was really, really close. Regardless, though, the Ravens were going to come out and play ball. The Ravens were going to come out at home. This was a really cool game. Got that DMV battle there, man. Shout out to our boy, Mr. Mike Pat, showing him love, covering all DMV sports here on IE Sports Radio on Saturday nights. Let's whine about DMV sports, enjoying a nice, delicious alcoholic beverage, reminding you to drink safely, of course, drink responsibly, and delivering all the DMV sports. So catch him on Saturday nights, all you DMV fans out there. But the Ravens, man, they just had it. They knew they just had to corral Daniels as much as they could. He still got his licks. He got 2 TDs. Decent. But overall, I mean, the 17-10 halftime lead from the Ravens let us all know this was going to be a football game, and damn it, was it. Shout out to our very own Daryl Kinsey Jr. He is a Commanders fan, the host of the Extra Mile, coming up tomorrow on Thursday nights. Does a really great job covering his all of his auto sports out there, along with Jen B, Mr. Christopher, and Mr. Michael. Really, really good show. But yeah, he was there. He's like, even though it was a loss, it was a great game, and it was a great game. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun one. Congratulations, man. Now you have these Baltimore Ravens at 4-2. They're leading the Steelers. I mean, it's a slight lead, but they're both 4-2. Yeah, Cincinnati is 2-4, and Cleveland, who, well, I don't even know how they have won, but they're 1-5 somehow. So, and then of course we have good old Washington 4-2, Philadelphia at 3-2, Dallas at 3-3, and New York at 2-4. So there you have it. A little bit of talk from these two teams. Overall, look, the Ravens, they're solid, they're moving, but do not count the Commanders. We will see these guys. I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to seeing these guys. I really hope they make the playoffs because this is a strong team. They're leading the division right now. Let's go, man. We did not see this coming. I'm all for that under the underdog, dark horse, whatever you want to call it. Now we get into a game that this game sucked. It sucked. I love football. I rarely call games sucky, but this was a sucky game. Look. Oh my gosh. Okay, how to not spend a lot of time on this thing. Okay. I'm going to just go out there black and white, not to try to build this thing up more than it should be. Hurts bothers me because he's so much better than what he plays. I don't get it. Right now, I don't know what's going on. I like him. He threw 2 TDs. He had 264 yards. But I just feel like there's another gear in there that he's not turning. I don't know how, but and don't get me wrong, the rest of the offense too. The rest of the offense just isn't there. The rest of the offense is really, really annoying too. And that offensive line, you know what, man? Y'all need to step your crap up. I don't know. The Eagles are a weird team for me right now because, like I said, they're like the worst good team. Like, you have all the good ones, they're at the bottom. Like, they're still in the good, but barely. You know what I mean? Like, they're like a few plays away from going to that middle section of the NFL where it's like, I don't know about you guys, the pretenders, if you will. Really, Deshaun Watson, he's everything you thought he would be, right? Not that great. I'm sorry. I'm throwing that out there. He's forced to use his arm a lot now because his offensive line really sucks. And we see what we're getting out there in Cleveland, right? I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Look, you're in the NFL. I get it. You made it, but I don't know. He needs to go somewhere else that he can run in a lot because this offensive line is not helping. This team is just bad. They're hard to watch. They're frustrating. They're a lot like the Jaguars. You want to cheer for them because they're an underdog team, but you clearly see why they're an underdog team. You know what I mean? And it's really sad. Big ups to West Coast Wrestling Company, man. Nobody is as bad as my Browns. No, exactly, man. No, I hate to say it. They're big ups to them listening over there on Instagram. But yeah, man, it's just right now the Browns are hard to watch because they just frustrate you, man. You have a guy like Miles, and oh my gosh, I'm D-line all day, baby. Front 7 right here. Let's go. I cheer him on. I want to see him do good things. But damn it, it's like there's 10 other guys on this defense, man. Can one? I mean, there's got to come a point where he turns around and goes, "What the hell are y'all doing back there?" I mean, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. And I know our very own Gen B is like, yeah, Guardians, like, and I get it. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's go Cavaliers. I mean, I get it because the Browns are just, oh my gosh, the Browns are just like watching your house burn down. It's like, yeah, yep, there it goes. Oh, yep, it's falling. Like, you know, it's like it's really crappy. You know, it's like I put so much into this, and there goes the roof. Like, I mean, what do you do? You know, but the Eagles, the other gear, it's like having a bad transmission that won't kick over. You know what I mean? Like, the other gear is there, but it's just not clicking. That to me is the Eagles right now. And they're in a good position. They're still 3-2. They're right behind the Commanders. The Dallas Cowboys are falling apart at every seam they could possibly have right now. The Giants are a mess. Don't tell me otherwise. I'm sorry. You know, they got 2 wins. I'm sorry. I'm not so optimistic. Damn it. Like, do something. But it's just not working for those guys right now. And so, I don't know. These teams are both frustrating. Like I said, Cleveland at the bottom of the AFC North. Philadelphia currently in second place. I don't know. Let's see what these two teams do next week. Packers 34, Cardinals 13. Did we not know this before the game? I mean, look, the Cardinals got themselves a nice victory over a slightly beat up Niners team. The Packers are the better team. I mean, who picked the Cardinals in this game? I mean, unless you're a homer, obviously, I respect you out there who ride and die with your teams, and that's okay. But everybody else who's not a Cardinal fan, if you picked the Green Bay Packers, you were either really hoping for that upset, or you like the color or the mascot or Arizona or something, like the state. I mean, somehow, some way, you don't really know football that well, or you were just hoping for the upset. But overall, the Packers, they were just the better team, man. They beat the living hell out of Arizona. It took to 1 minute and 56 seconds in the second quarter for them to even get on the board. It was 24-0, you guys, all the way up until that point, until nearly halftime. Then they got a field goal, 24-10 at the half. And then it was kind of a sleepy game after that. I feel like the Packers just kind of shut it off, turn on the afterburners. They just, boom, they just kind of knew that this game was over. They kind of put on the, not the afterburners. They kind of put it in cruise control is what they did. And the Cardinals, they just knew. The Cardinals weren't up to par, man. This was clearly a FCS team versus an FBS team. You know the superior. You know one team is better. Looking at you, Bama. Okay, scheduling freaking Merced College out of where are they at? They're somewhere in Alabama, or you know what I mean? You know, I'm sorry, I'm just throwing that out there. You know, it is what it is, right? Cupcake games, you gotta love them. But this was a cupcake. You can't avoid those in the NFL. You got to play your schedule. And the Cardinals, look, okay, maybe I was a little harsh. They're getting better. They're 2-4. They're a team that's definitely better than they've been. Kyler Murray is showing that he's a keeper, you know, that he's definitely somebody that you can trust at least, kind of. But overall, you guys got to build him a team. You know, the rest of the team's got to follow. The defense, they play well every now and then they kind of fall apart. But overall, they're at least respectable. I'm not going to put the Cardinals on that bottom feeder level with the Jaguars and Browns and Raiders, but I will definitely say that they're not far from that. Okay, but the Packers, man, look, good job. Josh Jacobs, you got out of Dodge. You got out of a terrible situation in a terrible place, and good for you. You're playing on a good football team. Go Pack, go. Let's go. I'm glad. I'm happy for these guys. Jordan Love, the guy that everybody said would fall on his face. Good for you, good sir. You threw 4 touchdowns. Congratulations. 258 yards, 22 for 32. You threw a pick, but who gives a crap? This guy made it happen. Congratulations, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. I like seeing these Packers playing football right now. They're looking good. They're looking real good out there. They're currently 3rd place, which is crazy, in a very strong NFC North that Adam talked about earlier in the comments. So I guess, you know, I want to put it out there that this is a good football team, guys. The Packers are a good football team, and I'm happy for them. I really am. So anyway, guys, we're taking ourselves a quick break. When we come back, we're going to jump into some more of these games and then get a little preview for Thursday Night Football. Don't go nowhere, y'all. We're going to have ourselves some fun. You are listening to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio. Your direct feed for all. That's sports. Be right back after this.
Hey sports fans, are you in the market for Florida sports or just keeping up with the latest in the Panhandle? Palm Tree Sports is a dedicated audio hub to all things sports in the Sunshine State. We cover current events, big news, heavily favored opinions all across the NFL, NBA, MLB, and so much more. So come check us out every Saturday evening at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a down south education on Florida sports and athletics. It's hosted by yours truly, Corey Pujols, and is powered by IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
It's IE Sports Radio. It is your direct feed for all that is sports. It is Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris every Tuesday night right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris is the most comprehensive view on Philadelphia sports exclusively right here on IE Sports Radio. You know what it is, your direct feed for all that is sports. Tuesday night, IE Sports Radio, Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris.
That's right, y'all. They had a great show last night, man. Cash and Chris doing that thing. Our boy Corey Pujols, man, on Sunday nights talking all Florida sports. These guys right here talking all things Philly. Yeah, they slam the Eagles because they're true fans. I'm just saying. True fans slam their teams. I don't know why people get so mad and upset. You know, if you're gonna be a fan, at least tell the truth. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. You know, I mean, what is it? You know, but regardless, good big shout to these awesome teammates of mine here at IE Sports Radio, talking all about them sports you love. Make sure you tune in, man. We are everywhere all the time. IE Sports Radio in your face all day long. Here, over there, and we're over there too. IE Sports Radio, baby. Your direct feed for all that is sports. Show us some love. Give us a follow. Give us a shout out. Check us out. Join the team. Hell, we're everywhere, man. We do what it do. Appreciate you guys, man. Thank you very much. All right, Buccaneers slap the living shit out of the Saints. There's no other way to say it, man. Look, I'm gonna get some people mad at me. That's fine. That's cool. Get mad all you want to. Your team did it, not me. Okay. The Saints. I'm a Derek Carr guy. I've been since he's been a Raider. The Raiders did him wrong, but the Raiders are stupid. So it's like I said, it's like having a dumb friend that you love and care about, but you know they're stupid. They're going to do dumb things, and you just kind of have to tell them how it is sometimes. And you'll hope they straighten up, but they're not. That's kind of like the Raiders, you know. I mean, earlier, like I was also making that same analogy to another team, like the Jaguars. But honestly, I just feel like the Saints, man. They have a great dude in Derek Carr. I get it. He's had some tough goes. Spencer Rattler, I get it. You threw him into a situation, is what it is. But I think you see now, right? You see that he can win games, which is cool. You see that Derek Carr can win games. Cool. Maybe have a 2-quarterback thing going over there. I don't know. But I'm happy that they've had both options. Are they going to keep him going? Cool. Carr. What are you gonna do with him? You're gonna keep him going? I don't know what you're gonna do. But what I do know is that if you thought they were gonna beat the Buccaneers, you were absolutely insane. I mean, there's really nothing more, right? I mean, it was 17-0 at the end of the first quarter. If you thought any given point during that game, I don't care if they came back. The Buccaneers, it was a weird second quarter for these guys. They let up a lot. I will give them credit. The Saints, I will give them lots of credit. They came back and actually took the lead. Then they kind of went back and forth with the Bucs, and, you know, I mean, it was cool. But they led 27-24 after being down 17-0 at the half. Good for them. The Saints show that they're not going to back down. They're not punks. This team is going to fight. Remember we talked about that game earlier where the Seahawks just looked like a bunch of punks to the Niners, even though the score was respectable. They looked like they got punked. Well, that's not what the Saints did. The Saints actually fought. They didn't get punked. But then the second half came and they got punked. I mean, let's just be real. Okay. The Buccaneers came out and said, we see you. We see you. This is a football game. We see you. You're going to come out and play. We know that. You're a professional football team. We're a professional football team. You're going to play hard. We're going to play hard. You're going to come back. Sweet. Well, then we're just going to take back that comeback. And I'll tell you right now, those adjustments were amazing. The Buccaneers balled their ass off, man. They just unanswered, just beat the living hell out of the Saints in that second half. And really, a lot of that came in that fourth quarter. But yeah, man, it was just it was an all-out collapse. The Saints just looked like they wanted to go home. There was nothing good happening for these guys. And you know, like I said, I'm not going to slam the Saints. The Saints are a good football team, man. I know they're 2-4, but they're better than 2-4 right now. I know they are. They've had a rough go. They played some tough opponents. Overall, the Saints just need to just regroup, and they're going to be okay. But when it comes to the Buccaneers, man, you got to show these guys love. I don't care. Be a hater all you want to. The Buccaneers came to play, man, and they played good. They played good football. Congratulations, man. They came out and got it done. 4-2 now on the season for these guys. They're actually basically almost tied. They're just right behind the Atlanta Falcons at 4-2. Tampa Bay 4-2. You got New Orleans there at 2-4 and Carolina at 1-5. You know what? I'll tell you, my favorite part about this game was just knowing that the Buccaneers have that resilience of like, oh my gosh, they play so damn good. And I'll tell you, when these guys play together, you don't want to see these guys, man. The Buccaneers, they look good. I'm really, really excited for this team. I haven't had anything bad to say about them all year. I didn't think they were going to be that good this year. They're not that good as I thought, but I'll tell you what, they're going to fight you. They're going to fight you. Yeah, they're 4-2. So they're not like this undefeated great team. But you know what? Overall, I am proud of how this team has really come about, and they're a lot better than people think. So I'm not going to say, oh, the Super Bowl winning team, but I'll tell you right now, they're that dude you don't want to meet in the back alley, man. They're going to fight you, and they are not that easy victory. They're going to fight you. I still don't know how the hell the Broncos beat them early on this year, but it is what it is. People have bad days, and they collapse sometimes, and they proved it in this game. Regardless, though, they're good. The Saints, though, don't count these guys out. They look good. They just got to play all 4 quarters, and that's what they didn't do this week. So once again, Atlanta and Tampa Bay at top of the NFC South, 4-2. You have New Orleans at 2-4, and Carolina once again at 1-5. They're their own mess. But you know, Spencer Rattler, the answer to the trivia question: who did Caleb Williams overtake at Oklahoma? That's right. Yes, he did. Ding, ding, ding. Congratulations there, Mr. Adam Karnick, the host once again of our Chicago sports show, Chicago and Illinois sports show on Monday Night Chi-Town Weekly. So big ups there, man. And here we go on to the next game. Colts over the Titans, 20-17. Did anybody really like this game? Did anybody enjoy this game? Look, Flacco, good for you, bro. You're still playing ball. You know what? I give you that award of like being a badass and still being able to play this game, even as being a little bit older. You're awesome, dude. You get the Tom Brady award there. You're like Aaron Rodgers. You get the Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers award. Okay. But Will Levis just isn't the guy. I mean, can we just agree? You know, he's just not the guy. I don't know, man. He didn't do that great. Will Levis, I'm sure you're a great dude. I'm sure if you have the right system, I don't know. I'm not going to be mean and just say bad things about somebody I don't know like this. But I will say it doesn't look like the best. This team isn't that solid. Pollard had 93 yards on the ground, 17 carries, which is pretty damn good. He had himself a touchdown. Look, the Colts defense, they're pretty good. They are a sleeper kind of defense, but they're not like world-beating, breathtaking, amazingly good. It just goes to show you the Titans' offense isn't that good at all. They're 1-4. They're 0-3 at home. I mean, they look bad. The Titans have been on a downward spiral for the last 5-6 years now. Even when they were good, they were bad. Okay, crazy, right? Our very own Bobby Cash, one half of Philly Sports Talk, called them the worst first seed ever a couple years ago, and they got smacked in the first round. I mean, guys, the Titans, I don't know, like every week I have something bad to say about them, and I hate that because I love their colors, but it just sucks because, well, they're just not that good of a football team. At the half, though, this was a good game because it was two teams that really aren't that great. I feel like the Colts played to the Titans level, and I feel like the Titans low-key kind of played up a little bit to a little bit of a higher level. It's like they met in the middle, Colts are slightly better, Titans are slightly worse, and they kind of met in the middle of that. But overall, the Colts, man, they came out. They did their thing. They trailed at the end of the third quarter too, which was kind of mind-blowing because I was like, oh, shoot, are the Titans going to win? No. No. 10 unanswered in the fourth quarter. Good for you guys. Michael Pittman of USC, let's go, fight on, touchdown. Look, it's just crazy, man. Adam Carney says, Will Levis has yet to throw a TD in the fourth quarter of the season. Right? I mean, throw another cool stat out there because, yeah, I totally believe it. Like, if you were to say the Titans somehow gave up more yards than their offense has got, I'd be like, yeah, I wouldn't even check it. But like, yeah, it makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. This offense, they can't do much. This defense, they're hideous. Look, Titans, this is sad. Colts, 3-3. Not that much better. Okay. Like I told you earlier, AFC South, it's the Texans to lose. They're 5-1. I don't see them losing many more games. Everyone's fighting for second. And right now, it's kind of sad because it's like Indianapolis is kind of sitting there like, yeah, we know we're not the Houston Texans, but we're not Tennessee or Jacksonville. That's basically what it is. So I think, do we already see this division over with? I don't know, but we'll find out. We're only 6 weeks in. So, hey, I guess that's why we play the game, right? So moving forward. All right, guys. Next up, man, the Chargers beat the Broncos 23-16. Okay, the Chargers have a football team that they are just a very odd team. I love that Harbaugh is there and he's going to do some good things with this team. So I see them turning corners every now and then. They're 3-2 on the season. Yeah, they're second place, but the AFC West is a lot like the AFC South. You already know who's going to win. You already know the Kansas City. They're not even they're where the Texans are, just higher. They're the defending champions, and they're going for a three-peat. Yeah, we kind of know the ass kicker in the room, right? And then you have the Chargers, who are like, it's like a little bit of a different AFC South, except for you have two teams in the middle that can actually compete, and then you have the Raiders at the bottom. But they're a mess and a joke and everything else. So insert joke here for the Raiders, right? But the Broncos, they're weird too. They look solid one week and then they kind of look like crap. I don't know. This week, I feel like they laid an egg a little bit in front of their home fans. But I will say this, the Chargers came out and made it happen, man. And you can really give this team a nice pat on the back. Herbert played well. Overall, you gotta love what they did. You know, I like how they went about it on defense. They knew they had a lot of man. I saw cover 0. I saw cover 1. I like how they were just really throwing it. They disguised a ton of coverages. There was lots of stunts on the D-line. They really just threw a lot at Nix, and they were like, yeah, he's not going to do much. Like, he's going to do what he thinks he did in college. Obviously, for young rookie quarterbacks, as you like Caleb Williams, you're going to go after a rookie's weakness, right? And what is that? Basically everything. Because there's a lot of things you can't do in the NFL that they did in college, right? So, yeah, it forces them to get better, which is great. But overall, guys, you can't shy away from the fact that the Chargers, they're a pretty good football team, right? And the Broncos, they're actually not bad either. There's a lot of positives on both teams, and, you know, is what it is. Now, I'll tell you right now, Surtain, unfortunately, get well soon, brother, had a field day versus the Raiders, but that's not very hard to do. Not discrediting Surtain at all, but beating the Raiders, like I said, that's like, it's like, I mean, I don't even know what to relate it to. It's not very hard. But the Broncos, man, They're feeling themselves, come off a nice victory, and overall, they had the Chargers. This game was it was a good game. At the half, Chargers led 20-0, and it was 23-0 in the third quarter. However, 3 touchdowns in that fourth quarter, they had to come back, man. And that's what makes a good game. You know, you had a team that was doing so hot, and then the other team just comes out of nowhere and plays well. So I loved it. I love what they had to do. Good job. I love that they came back and showed some backbone. But overall, the Chargers were the better team, and they showed it. So good for them. Good job. Chargers doing that thing. Second place in the AFC West. Broncos currently third. Steelers over the Raiders, 32-13. Okay. This one I'm not even going to spend a lot of time on, guys. I rip the Raiders every week. I love them. They're my team. They'll always be my team, but they are a big bag of shit. I mean, what more do you want to say about? I mean, I'm beating a dead horse, and this horse has been dead for years. It smells. I don't even want to be near this horse no more, but I have to be because it's my team. You know what I mean? That's just sad, right? I mean, they're just so bad. You got Max Crosby, who is just like, I'm not leaving. He's like Mike Trout on the Angels. He's like, I'm not leaving this ship. I mean, I hate to say it, man. I mean, the Raiders are just a freaking joke. They're so sad. They're pathetic. They're pitiful. There is nothing there. There's nothing there. And, you know, what do? You just you say that they're bad and you just continue to support them. That's what you do as a Raider fan. 2-4 now. They're the bottom of the AFC West. They suck. As for the Pittsburgh Steelers, man, they came out and played well. Fields, he didn't really have that great of a day. 14 for 24, 145 yards. I mean, I guess that was enough to win, and they did it. But Najee Harris, man, the Raiders couldn't stop this guy. 14 carries, 106 yards, 1 touchdown. They did an amazing job. As I said earlier, they're up there with Baltimore now, just slightly behind them at 4-2. They're looking good, man. And you know what? Congratulations. Good job. Good job, man. Steelers look good. Raiders, well, you're a joke. And I keep on saying it over and over and over. So, you know, it's just one of those deals. Now we have some news, you know, that just broke earlier. Adams, you know, going to the Jets. I mean, we knew, come on, man. You knew he was bullshitting that injury the whole time. But do you blame the guy? You know, like Kale said last night on Sin City Sports here, our Vegas show on IE Sports Radio. Yeah, I mean, you know, he came over there to play with Carr. You know, dumbass let Carr go, and he didn't want to be there no more. So Adams hasn't wanted to be there for a long time, but now he's just fed up. So really, do you blame him? Yeah, he went out like that. You know what I mean? Whatever. But hell, I mean, some of you would take an injury too, just to get the hell out of there. I don't know. Is what it is. Maybe he really is hurt. Whatever. Is what it is. But he's off to someplace not much better because the Jets, we'll talk about the Jets in a little bit. But anyway, big ups. We got more chats here. So, look at this here. Adam Garnett. Go Justin Fields. Tell Russell Wilson to take a hike. Taryn, what's up, buddy? You just talked about your Chargers a few minutes ago. Hope you're having an awesome show. Thank you very much. Yeah, Raiders gave up all that for Devontae Adams, only for Adams to walk. Well, like I said, man, the Raiders, they just do dumb things. It's just expected, right? Yeah, the Adams experiment blew up. One of those things, right? So anyway, Steelers look good. Congratulations to them. Raiders, well, the sinking ship that sank already, it's still sinking. How does that even happen? The Raiders will tell you how. Anyway, Lions done smacked, and I'll tell you right now, they done beat the holy hell out of the Cowboys. Cowboy fans, you need to be extremely pissed off. I mean, gosh, damn it. Oh, I cannot wait for Drewski's show in a little bit over an hour on Hard Texas Sports, man. Cowboys, what in the hell is wrong with you guys? I mean, oh my gosh. Look, Jerry, this is what you get, bro. This is what you get shopping at the discount section. This is why you don't go get red tag players on the clearance rack. I'm sorry, man. Dude is over here. I mean, isn't it funny? You know, you pass up great players in free agency. You got dudes who hold out, and then you pay them. They come and it's like they're not even on the field. I mean, look, man. Half of this is Jerry's fault. Half of this isn't Jerry's fault. Some of these players, too, there ain't no backbone, man. Some of these guys are out there just to get paid. I feel so bad, Cowboys fans, man. You guys, this is a disservice. I mean, not a disservice. This is a disappointment. it's really sad. I feel so bad for these guys, man. Cowboys fans, you deserve so much better than this. Oh my gosh, it just makes me mad because I'm a Raider and I know what it's like to have a crappy team or a team that's definitely underperforming. But at least the Raiders are crap, and we know this. The Cowboys, they give you hope. They're worse. They give you hope every year. They still fall apart, and it's really sad. It's really, really sad. This team is they're oh my gosh, they're 3-3, and you see this team and you wonder how the hell they're even 3-3. I mean, it's weird to look at this team and go, yeah, I think they might make the playoffs because you're not confident about it. You have that odd feeling like, yeah, I think they'll be a playoff team. Maybe not. Like I said, Washington, Philadelphia ahead of them. And like I said, the Giants, well, they're not going to do much. But you look at Detroit, though, man. Let's give them their flowers, though. This right here, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. The Lions getting it done, 47-9. They done smack. They beat this team like they stole something, and something expensive too. They didn't just steal a, they didn't just steal a soda, man. This team stole a TV. The Lions done beat their ass. This was sad, and the Lions are not. Dan Campbell. Bro, he's not going to take his foot off the gas. He would have scored 100 if you let him, okay? He would have scored. If they would have had more time, he wouldn't care. He would not call the dogs off. This team played, and they played well. 27-6 at the half, 47-9 at the end of the game. I mean, it was just Goff went off 18 for 25, 315 yards, 3 touchdowns. He done beat the hell out of this team, man. I love what the Lions are doing this year. I want them to win the bowl. They did so good. Congratulations to them. Hell of a job. Oh, we got some more people here in the yeah, thank you, Taryn. Yeah, sorry about that, bro. Missing your Chargers. But yeah, the Steelers are 3-0 against the AFC. But is what it is, right? They haven't played the best of the best. Just kidding. But Taryn says here the Dallas Cowboys' favorite Doritos flavor is nacho flavor. Short for knock your year. Yeah, no offense to Drewski. Sorry, Drewski. Yeah, it hasn't, man. He's gonna rip these guys later on anyway on Heart of Texas Sports here on IE Sports Radio in about a little bit over an hour. So, let's call it what it is. But anyway, guys, there you have it. Lions done destroy the Cowboys. Cowboys, y'all need help. Is what it is. Lions, good for you. Falcons over the Panthers. Wow. Was that hard to predict? I mean, look, the Panthers are just a mess. We know it. Let's not make fun of them anymore. Let's just stop it. They're 1-5. They're in Raider land right now. They're doing their best, very, very best imitation of the Raiders. Congratulations, guys. You pulled it off. I love their uniforms. They have some badass uniforms this past week, but that didn't win them the game though. At the half, we saw a pretty good football game, 22-17. But in that second half, it was just all Falcons. They did everything they could. Cousins actually played pretty good, man. 225 yards. He threw a TD, 19 for 30. Good job, man. All-Geier. How about that, dude? 18 carries for 105 yards. He had a touchdown. Even London, 6 receptions for 74 yards, 1 TD. You know what? You got to love what this team is doing. They're putting out the best that they can. The Falcons have just pulled off some crazy wins this year. The NFC South, as I said earlier, it looks really cool. 4-2 for these guys. These Falcons at the top of this division. The Buccaneers are right there, though. Do not sleep on them. I'm really excited. I love this division. I love it. This is one of my all-time favorite divisions right now because this team knows. They know damn well that these two teams at the top know damn well that they cannot rest. And I love it. So good job, Falcons. Good job, Buccaneers. Panthers, better luck next year. And you know what? Let's throw the Saints in there. I know they got beat this year, the last past week from the Buccaneers, but do not sleep on the Saints either. Okay? So good stuff here. Good game, man. Hats off to the Falcons on another victory. Sunday Night Football, man. Bengals, Giants. This was a game that I had the Dodger game on, man. I mean, this was on like in the background. I had it on, but it was a crappy game. It was one of the worst Sunday Night Football games I think I've ever seen. I mean, what do you do? I was waiting all day for Sunday night, too. I was. For the Dodgers. This game was like you couldn't flex this. Like, man, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, the Bengals, we know who the Bengals are. Okay. The Bengals are a team that can barely beat the Giants. That's who the Bengals are right now. Burrow, I don't know what's going on. I mean, I don't know. Threw for 208 yards. Cool. But he also led rushing, guys, on 4 carries for 55 yards. Come on, man. He's a pocket passer. Like, I mean, he can run a little bit, but I mean, come on, guys. Where's the rest of the offense at? Can somebody help, please? And the defense is so suspect. Like, this defense is not going to help you. I hope you don't have them in fantasy like that. There's nothing to be excited for right now, Bengals fans. And I really, really hope that you take this to heart because, you know, they were so good. They were in a Super Bowl a few years ago. And now this, you know, and I don't mean take it to heart in a bad way. I'm just saying, like, I hope that they're on this team, man. Yeah, talk shit in their social media. Be mean. It is what it because, nah, man, they can't go out like that. The NFL wanted to flex Commanders, Ravens, and it's NFL, but yeah, CBS held the rest of the game. Oh, there you go. Well, look, man, this game was a total freaking dumpster fire. Wasn't even worth watching, really. I watched it because I watch every game, but I love it. I love football. I love football this much, so I'll watch this game. Okay, but it was a bad game. Jones, bro, I don't even want to get on the Giants right now. I feel like I've had too much negativity on today's show. So the Giants are their own mess. There's nothing there. The defense is basically going to let you do whatever they want. The defense is going to let you do anything really on them. And it's kind of funny, isn't it funny? Both quarterbacks actually led passing and rushing for their teams. And how the hell did this happen? Isn't this crazy? Look at this stat, courtesy of ESPN.com. Burrow, 4 carries for 55 yards, 1 touchdown. Daniel Jones, 11 carries for 56 yards, no touchdowns. You see what I mean? Like, come on, man. This was just one of those things, but whatever. Anyway, Monday Night Football was a fun one because the Bills beat the Jets. That's why. I don't even care. It was hilarious. You fire Coach Salah, okay? You fire him. You fire him because you think that's the problem. And you still lose. And now you get Adams. Okay. You know what? Good. I hope they win games. I really do. You do. Oh, we're gonna read it. It's just this is the perfect story for the Jets to ruin, right? Because only the Jets could ruin this. No, the Raiders could. The Browns could definitely ruin this. The Jaguars. Oh, I would like to see that. Put like the best players you could on a team and see which of those 4 can screw it up the worst. That'd be kind of a fun. That's like a reality TV show, you know. I mean, I don't know how you would do that, but anyway, yeah, I don't know for some reason, right? But the Jets, look, if you think for 1 second that the Jets are this team that, I mean, okay, look, anybody can change anything overnight. We know that. If the Jets in the Super Bowl, cool. I eat crow. Is what it is, right? And I've done it before, whatever. But I'll tell you right now, man, the Jets have a lot of problems. I keep on saying it every single week, man. The defense is not that good, man. They played at everybody's level. There's this defense it's really just like a pick 'em kind of week. You know, I feel like 1 week they're solid, and the next week they just suck. And the Bills, we've been talking about the Bills, man. They're a sleeper. We know that they're not that big, strong, badass team that they've been, but they are still leading in the AFC East. And we know the Patriots are not the Patriots anymore. We know that the Jets are they're jetting, okay? They're an adjective, you know, like, oh man, you gonna jet today? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, they really are. They have become an adjective. Don't be jetty, bro. Don't be jetty. Come on, man. Don't be jetty today. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's just one of those things. Miami, I mean, it's unfortunate, man. We all talked about it, you know, Tua, it sucks, you know, I feel bad for him. And then Buffalo at the top. So really, I mean, this is the Bills to lose. So you look at a Bills team who's come in, they're hungry. The Jets, you're going to need a lot more than this, bro. You're going to need a lot more than that performance you gave on Monday to win this thing. Let's hope that Adams can help you guys out. So, all right, guys, we're taking ourselves one quick break. When we come back, we're going to jump on into this week's Thursday Night Football and call it a night. You were listening to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all. That's sports. Be right back after this.
What's up, New York? This is Ricky K coming at you at the NY State of Sports, a new show here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Listen to me every Thursday afternoon as we bring you the latest takes on the Yankees, Mets, Jets, Giants, Knicks, Nets, Rangers, Devils, and Islanders. Plus, you get some college hoops and what's the local sports events going on in the area. It's a state that never sleeps, so why not get the opinions and sports takes that never sleep? Again, every Thursday, 2 p.m. to the NY State of Sports. We'll see you then.
What's up, everybody? This is Taryn Rodriguez. Are you a fan of volleyball? Are you a fan of Thunder Spikes? Then I have the show for you, Set Point, where I cover NCAA men's and women's volleyball, high school boys and girls volleyball, beach volleyball, and even professional volleyball. Catch the action every week here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Big ups to our boy Ricky K, covering all things New York on Mondays, man. Give him some love. And also, later on Mondays, we got another Monday show over here. Set Point with our boy Taryn Rodriguez in the chat room right now. Big ups, thank you to those guys, man, helping IE Sports Radio go round and round. You know what I mean? Like twins. Round and round, round and round. Throwback right there for y'all. You know what I mean? So, twins got the sound to go round and round. Remember that trick from the 90s? Okay, maybe you don't. But if you do, you're awesome. So, extra points. Okay. Anyway, with that said, guys, here we go, man. Thursday Night Football this week should be a doozy. 3-3 Denver Broncos at the 2-4 New Orleans Saints. Okay. This one isn't very hard for me because the Denver Broncos, like I said, you got Bo Nix. They're dealing with some injuries over there. This week, it's rough, man. Surtain, he's out, Paskalowski, he's out too. Obviously McGlinchey, Browning, Mathis, they're all on the IR. And then you got on the other side, Werner, Ruiz, Shaheed, they're all out. Derek Carr, he's doubtful, obviously. This past week too. Yes, injury. So you had to get Spencer Rattler in there. Does Rattler continue? Are they going to go with him even after Derek Carr is good to go? Taysom Hill is also doubtful. This is a hard one. It's a hard one when you look at these injuries, man. Also, big ups to our chat again, man. Yeah, yeah, but it's more complicated than this, Taryn. I know he could be back. He's just being careful. Regardless, though, it's still protocol. You know what I mean? And a lot more goes into this. So don't be too quick to buy all the news that he'll be back right away. He could be. We'll see. But overall, I don't know. I think he's going to be out for a little bit more. So the cautious part is more of what I'm thinking. But, yeah, we'll see. Hope he's careful. Me too. So, yeah, you spin me right. No. Stop it. Just kidding. Buddy. Taryn's in the 80s right now doing his thing. So, yeah, Chris Olave and Shaheed, I think, are out for the Saints. Pastor Tanner's out. Yeah, I just went over that, Taryn. I literally just told you. Oh, yes. So, yeah, it kind of sucks. Those guys are all out. Thank you, Taryn, for jumping on in here, brother. Appreciate you, man. I'm just messing with you. But, yeah, man, so it's rough. It's really rough to see how both of these teams have, some key injuries, but it's the game, right? It's football. So if I got to give it to somebody in this game, I'm going to go with experience. And, oh, wait, there is hardly any experience. Just kidding. Obviously, we know Rattler, he's been around a little bit, just a little tiny bit. And Bo Nix, hey, got the rookie in there. What are we going to do? Who are we going to pick? Well, if you got to pick somebody in this game, you got to go with a team who is a little bit more experienced in a little bit of a tougher division. I feel like the Saints this year are a little bit more battle tested. They got a good. They beat a Panthers team who isn't that good. They beat a Cowboys team who they're showing that they're not that good. They went heads up with the Eagles and almost beat them. The Eagles are pretenders right now, in my opinion. They lost to a pretty good Falcons team. They lost to a damn good Chiefs team, and they fought them. And then they recently got beat down pretty bad, but we're in a good game with the Buccaneers. Okay, then you go on back to the Broncos, and you kind of think, okay, they lost the Seahawks, but the Seahawks, I don't know, they're suspect to me right now. They lost the Steelers, and they got a pretty good game with the Steelers there. But the Steelers, you know, I mean, they're not the best of the best, but they're pretty okay, right? They're a better team in the NFL. And then they somehow beat the Buccaneers. That game, to me, I don't know, you want to call it a fluke, I don't know, but they somehow beat that team. I don't know how the hell that happened, but they somehow beat that team, okay? And they beat them pretty bad, so they beat the hell out of the Buccaneers. And then they beat the Jets. The Jets are just proving that they're not that good, okay? They beat the Raiders. Whoop-de-doo, you beat a JV team. And then they lose the Chargers. Cool. So 3-3. It's really hard for a pick 'em here. However, I gotta go, and this is not because Raider fan. No, I feel like the Saints just have something there. The Saints defense, I feel like both these defenses are so even. This is seriously a coin flip game. Okay, but if I gotta pick a winner in this one, I'd like to see the Broncos win because I feel that this team is more of a sleeper team, the dark horse, if you will. But right now, who knows? If Rattler can turn, I feel like he has a lot to prove right now. A lot of naysayers are all over Rattler, talking this, talking that. They're at home. They got embarrassed last week. Guys, the Saints are coming. Okay, they're a team they're turning the corner. They lost some games they felt they should have won. I think the Saints are going to win this game, but damn it, if the Broncos win it, I'm going to be like, I should have taken the freaking Broncos. This is a hard one to pick for me. It really is. But once again, I just got to go with the fact that they're home. They got embarrassed last week. I don't know who ESPN is taking. But I do know that it's going to be a really good game. Master predictor. I see here 51% going with the Broncos. Okay, well, it's what it is. But right now, I mean, it's, here we go. Denver. They're taking Denver by 3. So, okay, cool. This is a hard one. Yeah, Terrence is it here too, bro. Yeah, exactly. It's a pick 'em, dude. It really is a pick 'em. It says, yeah, if the Broncos play like they did in the first quarter against the Chargers, the Saints will win. No, absolutely, 100%. I think the Saints eke out a win, right? It's really hard to not pick the Saints here. I mean, great point there, Taryn. I didn't even think about that. They played like crap last week versus the Chargers, and the Chargers didn't really let up. The Broncos actually played pretty good football. But when you look at it, how much of that was the Chargers kind of not, I mean, they didn't coast. But the Broncos, I feel like there's more to prove. I don't know. This is hard. Both these teams have something to prove. This is going to be a damn good Thursday night football game. It really is. But overall, guys, I feel like if the team who has more to prove right now, especially the guy who has more to prove, Spencer Rattler, I really do feel like right now the Saints are going to come out and play, and it should be a really low-scoring game. I don't think it's going to be that high-scoring at all. I think like a 2017 kind of game. Saints maybe. Let's see. So I'll go with that 2017 Saints in this game at home, but should be a fun game. We shall see. But yeah, let me know, man. Let me know what you guys think. And well, that's going to do it for tonight's show, man. Hope you enjoyed it because I definitely enjoyed bringing it to you. Let's do this. All right, guys, that's going to do it for tonight, man. I think I'm going to stay at this time. It's kind of cool. Nice little evening aura. Got a crap load of people viewing today, so thank you to everybody who tuned in. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. Instagram was bumping, man. Thank you guys, man. So appreciate you all. Everybody on over on X checking us out as well, man. You guys are amazing. So yeah, Terrence is here. I have to check the Saints swinging 17-14. So yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. Should be a good game. We're gonna recap this game on Friday morning. Let me switch up the times. I think this show is going to either be on Tuesdays or Wednesdays now in the afternoon. Probably the same thing, same time as either Buffalo Huddle or Philly Sports Talk. So yeah, we're riding up on the double ups, guys. I love the competition thing. I'm loving 2 shows off at the same time. StreamYard, you're awesome for that feature, so that's really cool. But yeah, man, we are looking forward to lots of great games this weekend. Cannot wait to talk all about them. Hey, let's have some fun. Pick along with me on Friday's show early morning. Gonna be a fun one, 5 a.m. Pacific time. Because crazy. I'm sorry, 6 a.m. Pacific time, 9 a.m. Eastern on Friday. And yeah, that's right, Adam. That's actually my boy Billy, by the way, man. My old quarterback from high school, man. Good old Billy Lawson. Great dude, man. He recorded that for me a while back. And he's a great dude. So got his voice on there. Pretty cool. But yeah, with that said, you guys, it's going to be a really fun week. I'm looking forward to so much great football this week. Last week we got some clunkers. We really did. So let's see if we can get some good ones this week. Really looking forward to, really looking forward to some of these games, man. But hear me talk all about, come talk with me, all about them this week. Should be a lot of fun. Thank you, Tom, for tuning in, man. This week I know we're gonna get going to Sound Off again, where we get all the drip clips and videos. Make sure to show us some love, man. You can follow me, your boy Larry B, once again at THP_B53, or you can follow the show at 3 and Out, all spelled out. Make sure you DM one of these two accounts your video, and if it's clean and appropriate, I will play it here on air, either talking about a preview or a recap of your team, depending on the show. Today would have been a lot of the recaps. Friday will be your preview of the game. Try to make it like 2 or 3 minutes. I'll put it on here, play it, let me know. Hey, jump up the show, shout you out, put your hashtag up there, I'll put your X handle, all that good stuff. Make sure to check out our awesome sponsor, Planet Jerky. Premium Brisket Beef Jerky, the jerky on a whole other planet. And my beautiful wife's company, Seal the Deal Wax Seals. Wax stamp seals for all of your gifts, wedding invitations, everything. Listen, letter to a friend, put them on your gifts for Christmas, all that fun stuff, showing love. Thank you so very much for tuning in, you guys. You guys are amazing. So many viewers tonight. Show some love to groups who are coming up in just under an hour on Hard Texas Sports. From me, your boy Larry B, I'm signing off. I will see y'all on Friday bright and early. Until then, take care. And as always, God bless.